What's up, guys? Welcome to the number one podcast in the South Side of Chicago,
Oh, yo.
the Nick Sucks at Speaking podcast. Now, you may ask yourself, why the Nick Sucks at Speaking podcast show? Well, it speaks for itself.
Yep.
I suck at speaking, and I started a podcast. So, a little bit about myself. My name is Nick. Clearly, I suck at speaking. That's why I named it that. So you're gonna hear a little bit of me stuttering and you know choking on
Making
my
up-
own spit.
Making
But
up words.
yeah, making up words. I mix words too as well. So reason number one why I wanted to start a podcast is because I wanted to work on my communication and speaking skills, and what better way to do it than to start a podcast and have important conversations with family members, people that I know, and new people that I meet and that I think are interesting, and I can bring onto the podcast and have great conversations where you guys can learn something or hopefully get some value out of the conversation. Um, and for today's podcast, I have my brother, my number one guest of the podcast. His name is Armando Jr Toro. Yeah, dude, how you doing?
All good. Excited to start this, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. So, my name's Armando. I'm 18, soon to be 19. I just graduated from high school and I'm
Let's go.
excited to go into college, man. I'm going into Lincoln Tech studying automotive. Yeah, I'm a big car person myself. I love
Mhm.
fixing cars, working on my car, and I also have a YouTube on my own where
Go
I do
ahead.
stuff.
Throw it on there. We'll throw it in the description so you can get some followers and subscribers.
Yeah, I just started it the beginning of 2023. Like I love talking to people. I love motivating people into doing stuff they want and like always chasing their dreams. So if you want to follow me, it's called Toro's Collection. And you'll see a lot of stuff in my lifestyle and car stuff. So hope you guys enjoy.
Yes. That's great. And I'm a little bit of a car enthusiast myself. I just didn't dive too deep into it just because it is expensive,
Yeah,
as you know, as
a
you've
lot.
learned since you got your car.
Yup.
Yeah, it's quite pricey, and I'm a lot more into hunting, and
Mhm.
I'm willing to spend my money on hunting gear, and I had to put that up there, crawl, walk, hunt, so that you guys know that I'm into hunting.
Yeah.
Speaks a little bit about me. Um, I love to deer hunt. That's what I've been doing since I started hunting. Um, I started 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did just finished my second season. Yeah, 2 years ago. I had always had a passion for it, but I guess I just never took the class. In the state of Illinois, you have to take a class and you have to do a whole bunch of little things that you have to do so that you can
Mhm.
go ahead and go out there on the field. And then my uncle would always talk about it. My tío Arturo would always talk about it, and he was like, "Ah, come on, let's go." And I always was like, "Oh yeah, I'll take the class," but I also didn't want to take the student class. If you're under the age of 18, you have to go in person,
Mhm.
do some classes, whatever. I didn't want to do all that. So as soon as no, I was 19. I was 19 or 20, something like that. I don't have to go take classes. So then I just I don't have to go
Online.
in person
Mhm.
classes. I just did the class online, did a couple hours of classes, got my license, and then I was ready to go. Bought all the gear. The gear is very pricey. I don't know if you guys are hunters, but if you guys are hunters, you will
Mhm.
know it is pricey, but it's worth it. It's worth
Mhm.
it for sure. Um, that's a little bit more about myself as well. I have a couple questions.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring out my notes because I had to prepare for this podcast.
Yeah.
As time goes, I'll get better and I won't have to bring out my notes, or maybe I'll just bring out my laptop.
Yeah.
But so what's the earliest memory you have?
The earliest. Are we talking like just?
Whatever you remember, the earliest memory you have.
Mm, I'll say when I first started this YouTube on my own?
No. Like as a baby, as
Oh, as a
whatever,
baby.
yeah, whatever youngest memory you have.
Hmm. Being a
Like,
troublemaker. It runs in the
yeah, we were
family, man.
always troublemakers, but like, I don't know what's like. I'll example
Yeah,
mine. My earliest memory is I remember I was probably like four, maybe. Yeah, four because you're 4 year difference.
yeah.
I was 4 or 5 around there. About to be 5. You're September 16th.
Mm-hmm.
About to be 5. I remember my mom when she had you. Uh, she was in bed rest for a while,
Yeah.
and I had to cook. Like she could not get out of bed
Mm-hmm.
except for the bathroom or whatever. Um, I had to make myself sandwiches, and
Mm-hmm.
my favorite thing, peanut butter sandwiches.
Peanut butter.
Easiest peanut
Mm.
butter jelly sandwiches and milk. And my earliest memory is making myself and my mom a
Peanut butter.
peanut butter sandwich when you were a baby.
Gotta love
That is
man.
my to this day my favorite
Favorite.
sandwich,
The
peanut butter
best.
sandwich. Yeah, that's my earliest memory when you were a
Probably
baby.
my earliest when I remember my childhood was always being outside, like having fun, not caring, going home late as hell, always getting in trouble, and now don't do nothing at all with that. Just simple teenage stuff. But I'll say like the earliest memory is like all the time getting in trouble for being outside really late
Yeah.
and always getting in trouble, getting in trouble.
Where were we living at? We were living
Harvey,
in Harvey, right?
Harvey.
Yeah. Because when we were 4, we moved out of Harvey into Posen when I was 6.
Yeah,
And then we went back to Harvey. Probably I was maybe 9, 10.
yeah,
And you must have been like 4 or 5,
yeah. We,
something like that. So that's probably your earliest
mm-hmm.
memory when we were back in Harvey?
You know Harvey, man. It's crazy out there.
Harveyville. If
Them
you're from
kids,
Harvey, you know Harvey World
wild.
from Las Trailitas, 150th.
Mm,
It was 4 or 5 o'clock. Everybody was outside playing tag, cops and robbers. We were
yo,
out there on the bikes playing
everything.
soccer, whatever.
Skating, man. You
You
know
already
those.
know. I was in my skating days back in the day. I was skating all the way till our curfew was as soon as the streetlights went on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, streetlights went on. That's curfew. Gotta go back home.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun. I miss those days. It
Yeah,
was
we
fun.
basically grew up there since who knows, like you were
I was probably like, yeah, like 10,
when
9,
we
10
moved out from there.
from Harvey.
Yeah,
I was already in high school. I was
freshman,
freshman year
because you
going
did go
into
to
sophomore.
Bremen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was probably 15,
14,
14, 15,
14th. Yeah,
something like that. And you were what,
probably like
11,
yeah, somewhere there.
something like that.
Yeah, we moved over here and we started something new. Like no friends, nothing. Started
Yeah.
way from the bottom.
Yeah. New school, new people,
Yep.
whole new neighborhood. But we were homeowners.
Yep.
My parents bought this house cash. My parents were homeowners, so yeah, it was a nice big house. It was a
Yeah.
big upgrade from a trailer. If you know, trailer homes aren't that big.
Mm-hmm.
We would share rooms.
Yep. Share them.
You and Tony would share
It
a room.
was
I had my own little room.
3
Yeah,
rooms, 2 bathrooms.
yeah.
The room I was in, I shared it with Tony, and we
Bunk
had
beds.
our bunk
Bunk beds.
our own bathroom there. Just one shower though. It was
Yeah,
only one
one
shower.
shower. It was a half bath, just a
Yeah.
little toilet and
Sink.
sink. Yeah, dude. It was fun. Once we moved out here, it was definitely a big change for me too,
Yeah.
because I had just gone through a breakup. I don't know
Mhm.
if you remember.
Yep.
I was in a relationship from like 8th grade to freshman year, and we broke up like towards the end of my freshman year.
Yeah.
So I was broken up. I Oh, and then for that summer, I went to work with my tia
Mm.
in Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
I had went to Nashville. Worked as an intern, not an intern, apprentice
Yeah.
for a tile company, my auntie's tile company. Learned how to do that for that whole summer. So you guys moved out here, and I
Yeah.
didn't even help with
You
that.
didn't do
I was
nothing
out
over
there.
here.
I was out there. I came back and it was a whole new home.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting. That was really cool too. And then I like came back home like a week before we started before I started high school
Yeah.
and at Thornton. Yeah,
But
it
all
was
you did
crazy.
was work, work, work. You were
Yeah,
never home.
till this day I'm
Yeah.
still never home. I'm
Yeah.
I'm always I don't know what I'm running from, but I'm running from something because I'm never home. I don't like being at home. I can't be
Mm-hmm.
at home more than a whole day. Like I'll be at home for a day, watch movies, catch up on whatever, clean my
Mm-hmm.
room, do my laundry, whatever. Usually Sundays. Um, but more than 2 days, I start, feeling like a bum, lazy. I don't like being at home.
Mm-hmm.
But I love being home, but I don't like being at home. If you get what I mean. I'm always on the run, at the gym, working,
Yeah.
doing whatever I gotta do. I'm chasing my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So how did we get here?
That
Oh,
first question.
um,
Now, what
earliest
else?
memory.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are some of the achievements that you are most proud of?
So probably finishing high school, man.
High school? Yeah, I know
Like,
you're young. You're
yeah,
just getting started, dude.
bro. Don't tell me. Like I was not a school person, not at all.
I
You know,
remember. Oh, I
you know,
remember.
man.
I would scream at you like, bro, just do your homework.
You know how it was, bro.
Just do your homework. You were like a what? D's and
F
C's?
and D's, bro. Never up
F
from
and
there.
F's and D's?
Yeah.
Dang, what happened? What actually? Yeah, I want to know because I don't know what happened.
I was never a learning person. Like I hated school. Loved having fun. Hated learning.
But that was I think it does run in the family because that was me all the way till probably fifth grade,
Mm-hmm.
and then after fifth grade, I was like, all right, I gotta get my stuff together.
Yeah.
I think, and then I don't know if you remember, you were probably too young. I was in trouble every day,
Yeah.
every day. Kindergarten, first grade. Don't even. If you were in my first grade class, Briley, bro. If you're
Oh
watching
my
this, bro,
God,
me
Bradley.
and Briley, oh my god,
I
bro,
remember him.
we were in trouble every day, bro. We were, man, it was crazy.
That
We
was your
were,
school best friend,
yeah,
right? Yep.
all the way up to like fourth, fifth grade, and then once yeah, it was fourth,
Moved
fifth
out
grade.
or
Yeah, we had some beef, and then
oh.
we squashed it eventually,
Yeah.
but like it wasn't the same. We were
Mhm.
already like teenagers,
Yeah.
but it was fun.
Yeah.
We
So
had
proud.
I was in trouble every day.
Mhm.
I remember my mom would have to make incentives for me.
Mhm.
She's like, if you're good, this at least one day she bro, it was so bad I had to at least be good one day. If I don't get called from the teacher one day, she'd be like, I'll take you to Chuck E. Cheese or
Mhm.
something. And
Yep.
I remember one time the whole week she didn't get a call.
Yep.
We went to Chuck E.
Chuck E.
Cheese that
Cheese.
Saturday.
Yep.
It was
Oh, no
man,
wonder, man.
yeah.
But
That's what it was. So I'm telling you, it runs in the family.
yep.
Tony, I don't know about Tony.
No, Tony was always good.
Tony has always been good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Until high school,
Yeah, now high school he's kind of
he's
iffy.
he's being ditching. Cut him a couple times.
Yeah, but yeah. So high school.
Yeah. Like so, high school. Yeah. Like after sixth grade, I started being alright in
So
freshman
sixth
year.
grade también.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me it was after fifth grade because fifth grade was my worst. No, third grade was my worst because that teacher, I swear she hated me.
So
I
Juanita,
swear,
right?
yes,
Yep.
bro.
I know.
She was probably super racist. I don't know what it was. Bro. I couldn't play with my eraser. She would write me up. I couldn't do nothing.
What was her name?
Miss Miss Cherafisi. I'll never forget your name. Miss Cherafisi,
Bro,
bro.
she's
I know
probably
you was
dead.
racist. And on parent teacher conference, she was being racist to my parents, but I was too young to understand. Now that I go back on it and remember,
Mhm.
she was so racist, bro. Miss Cherafisi, if you're watching this, I hate you.
Bro, you know how old she was. She
She
probably
was old.
she's
She
probably
was old
dead.
and white. She was probably a Karen. Um,
The worst.
but yeah, after third grade, I kind of chilled out, but I was still bad. I was hanging out with still a bad crowd.
Mhm.
But it was so fun. Never too bad. Never like got to the gangs and all that, but it was just like bad behavior.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make people laugh.
Mhm.
Bullying, a little bit of bullying. Not even
Class
gonna lie.
clown.
I was bullied, and then when I hung around with the bullies, I
Yeah.
was like, "Nah, I've been bullied before. Now it's
No.
my turn." But don't bully.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy. I
No.
definitely regret it.
I'll say I was never a bully. Like I was always big, so people would be scared. I had the mean face, so like I barely had any friends throughout school. Only when I was in bilingual school, straight up Spanish. Yeah, I was not an English person until I was in the fifth and sixth
Oh,
grade.
I remember you. Yo
When
soy
I moved
mexicano.
here,
You'd be
yeah,
like, yo soy mexicano. I
so
speak
yeah,
Spanish.
yeah, straight up Spanish. Yeah, but once we moved over here, fifth and
You
sixth
had no
grade,
option, boy.
bro, I had to learn English.
You had no option. It was just, what is it, like half blacks, half Mexicans out
Yeah,
here?
yeah,
So, no, but there was some in high school, there's
hmm
some help,
yeah, but I ain't
bilingual
need it
help.
at that time anymore, so
Yeah,
there
over
was no
here,
point.
elementary school, it was
Yeah,
just English.
English, English.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to learn everything. That's when I was like, man, I have to change because like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, you couldn't get through it, huh?
But I feel like throughout my elementary time, I ain't passed because I had good grades. I passed because my teachers didn't like me. They didn't want me there. I know for a fact, bro. My grades, they were not perfect at all. I was a mess, bro. Like
That's funny.
troublemaker, didn't listen, didn't do anything. Always played around, and I was a player too. So
That's
yeah, I remember those.
funny.
But yeah, once I started middle school, junior high, and then high school, that's where everything changed. Like it comes to a realization where you gotta start
Yeah.
realizing stuff
You realize, like,
big time.
what am I about to do? What are
Yep.
my goals, you know? And then you were also like, hopefully, I was a good enough influence to
Yeah.
you guys that I would tell you, like, hey, you gotta get your stuff
Yeah.
together, you know?
Yeah.
It's about that time. I was already in high school when you were in elementary school.
Hmm.
So I felt like, I mean, I was never home.
Yeah.
You saw me. I was from
Always.
sophomore, not freshman year. Freshman year, I was only doing football after
Mhm.
school. I wasn't working. So I'd get home about 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sophomore year, when I turned 16, I got a job right away.
Hmm.
I was going to school, doing sports, and then I was going to work after practice. Dunkin' Donuts.
Duncan.
Shout out Dunkin'. Yeah. I would go to swim practice after school, and
Mhm.
then right after that, I'd go to work. So
Yep.
I was coming home 10 o'clock. And I don't even know how I did homework. I do
Yeah.
homework in school.
Yeah.
I do homework in school. Like if I had had breakfast, like
Mhm.
I do homework during breakfast, and then I do homework during lunch.
Lunch.
Like
Mhm.
right before the class, I
Yeah.
do the homework.
Or when you have free time in school,
Yeah,
like nothing to do in
and then
classes.
practice, and then go to work. I do homework at work too.
Mhm.
Whenever it would slow down, I do homework at work.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
I never did homework.
I've always been hustler, young hustler. But yeah, I tried to set a good example for you guys, and
Nah, I'll say me and you did have that hard time with our parents, where
oh yeah,
we got to realize like, man, I'm
we
a
got that whooping.
disappointment.
We got those whoopings.
Yeah.
No, but I'm telling you, I got it worse.
Yeah.
I was bad too. I was
Mhm.
really bad. My mom would sit there and she'd have me do homework, and she'd sit
Oh
there
my
with
god.
me, and she hasta que no la
Until now.
acabas,
Yep.
hasta que no la acabes, you're not getting up, bro. It would be 9, 10 o'clock
Mhm.
at night, and I would still not be doing my homework. But it was also just because I didn't want to do it,
Yeah.
and then she was enforcing it, and I
Didn't
even
want.
worse, I didn't want
Yeah.
to do it. And then Saturdays and whenever she would ground me,
Mm.
I no TV, no
Nothing.
video games, nothing. We'd go to family gatherings,
Mhm.
no TV, no. That's when it
No
started
playing
hurting.
around. Oh my god. I remember.
They'd be like, she'd be like, "No, estás
Yep.
castigado," and I'd have to sit there right next to her too.
Even if you left, you know when my dad looked at us with that stare, bro, you know you were in trouble already.
Yeah,
Man,
that's crazy.
good old
But
days.
but it did set us straight.
Yeah.
It did. The parenting worked for
Yeah.
sure.
But
It
Tony,
was
since he didn't have that, and now he's going through like that troublemaking stuff, a ver
because
cuando le toca, man.
he's a teenager. Like I don't know. Tony had got a different parenting style.
Mhm.
Parenting style. Um, my parents were a little bit nicer. He did get some whoopings. He
Some
did it.
if he did like stupid stuff at
Yeah,
home, but not
yeah.
at school.
No,
At
no,
school, he
because
was always good.
he was pretty good at school. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he did get some of the whoopings.
Hmm.
But
Not like us, man.
no, not like us. But he's a good kid.
Yeah.
Like he can hustle too. He's been
Mhm.
hustling
Yeah.
shoes. He hustles PS4s. Like
Yeah.
he knows how to make his money.
Hmm.
when it comes to like that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff he does make some stupid decisions, but
Yeah.
we're not talking smack about him.
Yeah.
I'll have him on the podcast and I'll tell him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot to mention we have a Bible verse of the day.
Oh yeah.
Each episode, we're gonna have a Bible verse of the day and a word of the day. Bible verse, as you guys know, or if you don't know, I'm a Christian
Mm-hmm.
and or we're Christian.
We're Christian.
If I don't share the gospel, then I'm not doing God's work.
Mm-hmm.
So I am gonna share the gospel every episode. Word of the day. Let me read it to you guys real quick. It's it's on Psalm 103, 17 through 18. It says, "But from everlasting the Lord's love is with those who fear him, and his righteousness with their children's children, with those who keep his covenant and remember to obey what does that say? Precept. Dang, I can't even write. Obey his precepts. I think that's what that says.
Yeah.
And the word of the day is called it's sacrosanct.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrosanct. It says formal word that describes things too important and respected to be changed or criticized. It can also mean most sacred or holy. That goes well. That goes pretty well together.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrosanct. So word of the day. The purpose of word of the day is we're gonna try to get the word of the day into
Podcast.
the show. So like I'm gonna try to use that word throughout the show.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's a pretty hard word to use, but I wanna increase my vocabulary. Uh, so that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna add a word of the day and a Bible verse of the day
Mm-hmm.
every episode. So hope you guys enjoy that. Hope you guys get some value out of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to dive too deep into it, but I am spreading the gospel, and that's your word of the day. Um, Continuing with the questions. What are your hobbies and interests? I know you talked a little bit about cars, but
Yeah.
what else?
So yeah, main thing is cars. I own a 1994 1.8 liter Miata, and so far I got it back in the 2nd of August. And since then, I've been buying little stuff to it.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot. Like I'm watching my money. Yeah, but I'm building it soon. I'm buying engine, turbo, exhaust system, sound system, and then who knows from there. But that's the plan
Nice.
for now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm
It's a nice
recording.
car so far.
Yeah,
It looks good. I like it.
yeah. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying to like not make it a racer, but you know, somewhere there.
Yeah.
But who knows what are the plans? Like you never know what happens. I've had some troubles, so I had to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think
yeah,
you got a good car out of it
yeah,
for the price that you paid. I think you got a really good,
yeah,
solid car, solid foundation, and then you
yeah.
could just build off of that.
Mhm.
You only had to fix a couple things,
Couple things.
which was good, and then you also got like some like extras
Yeah,
that normally don't come with the car, right?
had conic rims, the Bluetooth display, the screen
Mm-hmm.
with the backup camera, and what else?
The gas thingy that you flick up.
Oh yeah, that too. I think that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, not bad. Yeah, I think we've been lucky with all the cars that we buy. We
Yeah.
we do pretty good when we buy cars.
Mhm.
My dad always goes with us and he checks it out, make sure it's not rusty.
Mhm.
Make sure it's mechanically good and all that stuff. And we've been getting good. We've been lucky with our
With the
cars. We
cars.
haven't got no bad cars.
Mhm.
The Cobalt that he got, boy, that
Oh,
thing has
that
been
man.
all of our first cars. Mine, yours, and Tony's.
Yep. We all
It's
went
gone
that.
through it. So, and he got the like.
Yeah.
We were in Harvey when he got it.
Mhm. First it was my mom's, then yours,
Yeah.
mine, then Tony's.
Yeah. Now Tony's driving it.
Yeah.
That car is clutch for sure.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, what are any other interests and hobbies? I know you're also like into camera
Yeah, photography.
collecting a little bit.
I've been taking pictures of stuff, like random stuff. I like nature a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The moon, birds, stuff like that, like animals that you can't really see close up. I just get my camera, take a picture. Like,
Mhm.
man, that's cool. Like you don't really get to see it like right there, so like
Yeah.
get a good picture of it.
Also, I feel like some people live their life so fast,
Mm-hmm.
including myself. Don't take a minute to just stop
Yep.
and enjoy whatever
Yeah.
you wherever you are in the moment, wherever you are.
Mm-hmm.
Take a little moment, just look at where you are, what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy. Maybe there's a squirrel or I don't know, a bird,
Yeah.
a cardinal, something, a bird that you
Yeah.
normally don't see. Pay
Mm-hmm.
attention. It's good to.
Especially when you go hunting, like I know you're
Oh
just
yeah.
chilling. You're
Yeah,
like,
for
let me
me,
just
that's my
enjoy.
time. I love.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I love hunting. You take your time and you just sit there and you listen
Mm-hmm.
and you enjoy nature. You really get grounded.
Mm-hmm.
Like you seriously get to slow down. Like Monday through Friday, I live a fast life, and then Saturday and Sunday, whenever it's hunting season, I just ground myself.
Mm-hmm.
Get to really spend some time with God. I
Mm-hmm.
pray. I love to pray
Mm-hmm.
while I'm out there. Nature. You get to just really
Mm-hmm.
enjoy everything.
Yeah.
Some people don't even have that,
Yeah.
and that's I think that's a big part of my
Yeah.
life as well. Um,
That's
Hunting,
true.
it slows me down a little
Mm-hmm.
bit just for that weekend, for that from
Yeah.
October all the way to January. It's great. I love it.
Yeah. Actually,
Fishing too. I know
yeah,
we love
fishing,
fishing
man.
too.
Early in the
We
morning.
don't go too
Often.
often though.
Yeah.
We gotta spend
We
some
should
more
start
time.
again.
Yeah, fishing is really fun too.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot more patience than
Mm-hmm.
hunting though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just we're bad fishermen.
Yeah. Probably. Or we don't have the right stuff.
Yeah,
We get lucky sometimes.
yeah.
Like catch one or two, maybe three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like I feel like people deserve to spend time, like at least once a month
Yeah.
of their own time to go out and like do something with their families or alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like catch a little prayer and talk to yourself. Like, man, what do I need today?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what should I do better? Like, what have I done this month for my family? Like, I know people do a lot for their family or for themselves, but like, people deserve to feel free to love themselves and talk to themselves and like communicate with like someone if they want to talk about anything. Like, people deserve someone to feel free and like express themselves how they feel. Because I know there's a lot of out there that don't trust no one or like themselves to talk about anything,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
And
like,
God's a good person to
yeah,
do that. You can.
exactly.
I like to say. I tell my girlfriend all the time. I like to talk
Mm-hmm.
to God like He's my
Yep,
therapist. I just
exactly.
sit there and tell Him how I feel, and it's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may feel like He's not listening, but
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely
He's
listening.
always listening.
He's always listening. You might be going through what you're going through
Mm-hmm.
for a reason. I like that saying that
Yeah.
says you're going. How does it say? It goes, things happen for you, not to you,
Yep.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, I do
Yeah.
believe that for sure, especially this past year.
Yeah.
This past year for me, I had a really good job from 20 to 21
Mm-hmm.
for a year, and I worked there for a year and a half from 20 2020 to 2021 or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. A year and a half. I was making pretty good money,
Mm-hmm.
and I was spending it all,
Yeah.
not being good with my money,
Mm-hmm.
spending it all with my best friend
Yeah.
Fluffy. We'd be out there every weekend, spending all our money on clothes, shoes,
Mm-hmm.
going out to eat,
Yeah.
all of that, and I was living that fast life. I
Mm-hmm.
was working Monday to Friday, maybe sometimes Saturday, and spend it all on Sunday or
Yeah.
on Saturday night,
Oh.
and I had to get humbled real
Mm-hmm.
quick. So and then also like I was I I quit myself. I myself quit that job because I couldn't do it no more. I
Yeah.
hated it. I hated it so much. It was really stressful.
Mm-hmm.
The environment was not not healthy,
Mm-hmm.
and also not just too much stress.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it no more. And I really love construction. I don't know,
Yeah.
I went to school for it, and
Mm-hmm.
I love construction ever since I was working with my when I was younger, when I was
Yeah.
working with my dad. I love construction, so I was like, I'm gonna pursue my passion.
Mm-hmm.
So I quit without having a job.
Yeah.
Where were we at?
Your job. How you
Oh
quit.
yes, I quit without having a second job. Most of you guys know common sense. You don't do that. But I literally couldn't do it no more, and I was like, I'm smart enough. I'll figure it out. I had some money in the bank, enough for like a couple months
Mm-hmm.
to get by. And I had a job within. I quit on a Friday, and I had a job by Monday.
Yeah. You went back
Um,
into
yeah,
construction with.
I went back into construction.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chico. He gave me a opportunity to work with him and
Mm-hmm.
learn off of what he knows. I definitely learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He taught me some HVAC, some heating and cooling, some framing. We did a little bit of everything, plumbing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it was good. I worked with him for 6 months. I learned a lot, and shout out to him for that. Yeah, the only reason I had to get out of there was because I wasn't busy. I
Yeah.
wasn't busy enough,
Mm-hmm.
and I had some bills I had to pay. I was running
Yeah.
out of money. We would work like 3 or 4 days out of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was used to working five or
Yeah.
six, so it was a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
And I was making good money over there. And then I kind of, since
Yeah.
I was learning, I was an apprentice. I couldn't make as much money.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we all know that experience is what gives you your wages.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a lot of experience in what he does. So he couldn't pay me
Yeah.
what I was making. Um. So yeah, I went down in wage,
Mm-hmm.
but I still had those those bad habits of spending my
Yeah.
money every weekend,
Mm-hmm.
going out with Fluffy, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to humble myself, figure
Mm-hmm.
out my money. I went, and then with everything that he taught me, I was able to get another job,
Mm-hmm.
which was where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Atlas Mechanicals. It's a heating and cooling company. We were commercial, and I'm an apprentice there now. But with a little bit of the experience that Chico showed me,
Mm-hmm.
I was able to get that job, and
Okay.
I'm a lot better now.
That's
Uh,
good. That's good.
I honestly don't remember why I'm here.
Yeah. Um.
I don't know what was the point of that story, but yeah, you definitely have to get humbled.
Yeah.
I
You're
think
next.
collecting.
Oh, collecting. Yeah. I'll collect. Eh, I'll say like I'm a car collection person, action figures, rocks, swords, pocket knives, Legos,
Hmm.
um, stuff like that. Like I've been collecting for a while. I haven't bought anything for that since I'm
Yeah,
working on my
yeah, I
car.
know.
So yeah, like I'm working on stuff slowly, little by
Hmm.
little. But yeah, like that's about it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I feel like I love how we all have our own little personalities.
Mhm.
Obviously, right? We're different people, but for me, the hunting,
Mhm.
I love my car. I'm into cars too. It's not, it's not 100% there.
Mhm.
Like I'm an enthusiast, but not fully.
Yeah,
Not fully 100%.
you came from GTI into the Civic.
Yeah,
So I feel like you were more into the. Oh no, you had the
I
Lancer,
had the Lancer that was kind of like a
Honda.
Evo wannabe.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was my first car, the
yeah,
Lancer. That car, I miss
yeah.
that car so much. That car
Mhm.
was fun. And then I went from that into I
The
actually
Honda.
went into a Honda,
Yeah,
into the black Honda, which was just Civic. It was a base
normal.
model. That was fun. Got me through a little bit of college. And it was cheap for
Mhm.
I got it for like 4 grand. I paid it off in payments.
Mhm.
Paid that off. I got into a car accident. Somebody rear-ended
Yeah.
me one day, and then the next day I got hit again at the
Yeah.
gym.
Oh yeah.
That gave me a little bit of cash. I was able to get some money off of that, and then I sold the car,
Mhm.
and I was able to buy the
The
GTI,
GTI.
which I love that car
Yeah.
too. I miss that
You
car.
only
I
had it for a
regret I
year.
had it for a year, and I regret selling it.
Yeah.
But in that year, I probably spent half of its worth
Mhm.
trying to fix it, and I was tired of it because it just kept
Yeah.
breaking down, kept having to fix it. I was
Mhm.
like, this is just I'm just like I not it, right?
Mhm.
I just have to keep spending money, and then I sold it for pretty cheap. I think I
Yeah.
sold it for 5, 6 grand, something like that.
Think you bought it. I mean, sold it less than you bought it, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
took a loss, but I also got into a car accident that
Oh
was my
yeah.
fault, and I was able to get some money off of that
Mm-hmm.
too. Somehow, I don't know how I got money off of that. So
Mm-hmm.
that one that was my fault. I rear-ended somebody at a stop sign. We won't talk about that. But somehow I got some money off of that,
Yeah.
and I was able to get enough money to put a down payment for the
SI.
SI, and I'm staying with my SI. I love
Yeah.
my SI. It's reliable car. I've only had to do oil changes. I did the downpipe on it,
Yeah.
muffler delete, and it's tuned.
Yeah.
And that's all I've done to it, and it's perfect. I love it. It's
Yeah.
fast, not super fast, but it's fun. Stick shift, I
Mm-hmm.
love it. Perfect car. I've gone to
Perfect.
Tennessee. I've gone all over the place.
Yeah.
I've gone to no, not Texas, Tennessee, Kentucky,
Yeah.
Wisconsin Dells.
Mm-hmm.
It's been fun. It's taken me everywhere, and it's super reliable. I've
Mm-hmm.
only done oil changes on it. Um, but yeah, those are just my hobbies, my interests. Also I love motorcycles.
Yeah.
Just just not there to financially to buy a motorcycle. Thankfully my cousin Elian
Yeah.
was able to let me borrow his bike, his Ninja 400 last summer, and I rode that for a whole summer. He lended it to me so that I can learn how to ride, and now I know how to ride.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, hopefully in a couple years I can buy a bike for myself. So yeah, I got hunting, motorcycles.
What's
What
again?
else? Gym.
The gym.
The gym. I love the gym, man. I don't know where I'd be without the gym. I was a big boy in school. I was a big boy in all middle school. I love eating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love eating. That's why I have to love the gym too.
Mm-hmm.
Cause boy, can I eat? I can eat for two. I love eating, and I love the gym. I
Mm-hmm.
love putting in some work, looking good, feeling good, and also I have to whatever I eat, I have to make it up at the
Yeah.
gym. Gives it a good balance. But yeah, that's a little bit more about me.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot more about me, but as time goes and I talk more about myself, I'll you guys will learn more about me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. That's a good question.
Five years, you should already be done with college, huh?
Done with college. Fixing cars probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still gonna work on YouTube like as long as I can. Like I've always wanted. We know we've all
Yeah.
like since we were kids. Like we've all wanted to be YouTubers.
Yeah. I've had how many YouTube
A
channels?
lot. I had like three that I remember.
I've had I've had the bullfit one,
Yeah.
which was bodybuilding. I was really into bodybuilding when I was in high school. Um, bullfit and then vlogs.
Yeah.
No, I did
No
vlogs
vlog
first
and then
and then
bullfit.
bodybuilding, which was the gym one,
Yeah.
which I still want to do,
Yeah.
but maybe I'll get back into it.
Yeah.
But and now I have a hunting channel that I have
Hunting.
not uploaded, but I
Dang.
will, and it'll get done once the hunting season this year starts. And I think that's it. I've had 3 YouTube channels, and now 4 with this podcast.
Yeah.
What about you? 3?
I can't remember. I think I had. I forgot the names of it, but I know they were all vlogging.
I know you've
Yeah.
had some TikTok pages
Oh,
too.
I have TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah,
All about cars.
yeah.
Um. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just vlogs. So what I'm doing on my channel is living the lifestyle of like of me. So like a vlog, and then car stuff, and then gym stuff. But I
Mm-hmm.
haven't uploaded stuff about the gym yet.
Mm-hmm.
I've been lacking on the gym. But yeah, like soon, like I'm gonna start doing that. Like once I have more time, and then like slowly start building everything up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good. So in 5 years, what do you think you're gonna be doing?
Hopefully, like still doing that, the YouTube, and then like maybe working on cars. Have my own shop, maybe.
Have your own shop?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I know we definitely have the entrepreneurship in
Yeah.
our lives, in our bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
I think it comes from my mom's side.
Yeah.
Um, my mom's family. Jorge has a business.
Mm-hmm.
My tia has a
Yeah.
business. I think my grandpa has a business. I'm not sure, but our entrepreneurship
Mm-hmm.
definitely comes from my mom's side.
Yeah.
My mom has her own business as well. She does.
Same as my dad. Like yes,
She does hair styling and
cosmetology.
cosmetology. Yeah, that's what it's called. And she cuts our hair. We get free
Yeah.
haircuts. That's super cool. I love it. Um, yeah, and then I have a couple. I've had a couple businesses, and I currently have one, um, which is our sponsor
Yeah.
of the video today, which is
What's up,
great.
guys? I would like to take a little moment just to thank the sponsor of today's episode, Obiware. Obiware is an Amazon store that sells kitchen and baby items. Here we have some of their products. I have a leaf soft tip training spoon for babies. It's to help you train your baby how to eat off of a spoon. Here I also have a plate where you have your 3 servings, your vegetables, fruits, and protein. It also comes with the lid. I also have a set of 3 gummy bear molds. It comes in 3 different colors: purple, blue, or pink, and it comes also with a dropper. I have a sphere ice silicone mold, and we have a cube ice mold as well. I will leave a link in the description so that you guys can go ahead and go purchase if you guys are interested in any of these products. And let's get back to the show.
So in 5 years, you're gonna have hopefully your own shop,
Hopefully, yeah.
your own private shop,
Private,
right?
yeah, because
No,
I can't deal with
no
public.
Jiffy Lube
Yeah,
or none of that. None of that. $5
no. Yeah,
oil changes.
slow man.
No, yeah, it's kind of something like TJ Hunt,
Yeah,
right?
something like that.
Private, where you work on whatever
Mm-hmm.
cars you want,
Yeah.
and maybe make content out of it
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. All right, so what's one of your favorite memories with me?
Oh, we have like a lot. I'll say when we go fishing or like hunting.
Fishing. Yeah,
Yeah.
when we're country boys at heart,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah, we
Yeah.
love being out in the country. I love being
Mm-hmm.
out there fishing, hunting. Yeah, I've taken you hunting, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you like that?
It's fun. Like we get time for ourselves and like
You gotta get your license,
yeah.
dude. You think
Hopefully, man.
he's only gone with his camera to take pictures and stuff and to kind of like you get the little bit of the adrenaline
Mm-hmm.
that I get.
Yeah.
But I get more because I have the bow with
Yeah.
me and I bow hunt. So if you're a bow hunter, you know it's some
Yeah.
adrenaline.
You get
Uh,
like a lot of scares because like those squirrels be scaring you, man.
yeah, dude, those squirrels are annoying out there. Yeah. Um, but when you're a bow hunting, I feel like it's a little bit harder than
Yeah.
rifle hunting, just because it's not just aim and shoot. It's you gotta sit there, you gotta breathe, control your breathing. You know, you have a deer out 30, 40, 20 yards
Yeah.
maybe. You gotta, grab your bow, pull, be quiet, make sure that deer doesn't spook, and aim. You're shaking, you got adrenaline before you could pull that trigger, and it's
Yeah.
it's some adrenaline rush. So
Mm-hmm.
it's fun. I still haven't got my first deer with a
Yeah.
bow.
Not yet.
I got one my first year. I got it with a crossbow, and then after the crossbow, I was like, nah, I'm just gonna do, because it's just aim and shoot.
Yeah.
It's not the same. I'm just gonna do bow
Yeah,
hunting,
bro.
and so I gotta practice some more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yeah, my favorite memory with you, I think, is it's been hunting
Yeah.
for sure. Or actually, one of my favorite memories too is you remember one time we were eating at Popeyes and we couldn't stop laughing?
Yeah.
Me, you, and Tony.
Back up in what house was it?
I think we were in Harvey.
I think so. Yeah, in Harvey.
We were young.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we were laughing about, but we just couldn't stop
But
laughing.
it
And
was at night too, so like
my dad was mad. He like,
yeah.
stop laughing, and we just laughed even harder.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing. I don't know what we were laughing at.
Who
Tony was
knows?
goofing off or something.
Yeah.
We were just dying, and
Yeah.
that was one of my favorite memories with you and Tony, because
Mhm.
all of us were laughing.
Yeah.
That was funny. But what's some? I guess this kind of goes together. But any advice that you would like to give to our listeners? Personal reflection. Let's go with personal reflection first.
First.
Anything that you can reflect on.
Hmm. I don't know. I need like an idea.
maybe you're still a little too young to
Well, I can't, but like at the top of my head right now, like I don't know, maybe
like
something like relationship, man.
like maybe reflect back when you were learning the drums or
Oh,
something.
something like
Something like that. It was hard
that. Yeah,
and you had to learn
yeah.
through it or something.
I'll say for like when you're barely learning to do something, like you need patience. Like at the first time you're doing it, like it's not coming at the first time. Like
Hmm.
you need more practice, more time. And if you really want to do something, like you gotta go for it.
Hmm.
Like you have to make the time for it. And like if you're good at something, don't do it for free. Like you gotta like make money out of it.
Yeah,
Like that's
especially if it's
something,
a passion.
yeah, that's something like I've learned. Like how do you say, like with photography, like I haven't done much really, but I would love to make money out of it. Like I had made my Instagram account to see like if people like pictures of the cars or like pictures of anything really, like business stuff. But like yeah, I haven't gotten luck. Um but right now like I'm doing car stuff, so like I'm putting more time into that to see if anyone like would need my help to do anything to their cars or like little details or car wash stuff like that.
Yeah,
But yeah, like I feel like you shouldn't give up on something you really want to do.
yeah, especially if you're really passionate for it.
Yeah. If you know you see yourself doing that, like you should fight hard to do it. Like keep chasing your dreams, never give up,
Yeah,
and like be patient with it. Like if you're sharing your goals with someone else, and if someone's telling you like they're dreaming of something, like you gotta support them as well. Like I
yeah,
know someone or everyone wants the support, like someone
yeah.
supporting them to do what they want to do. So like yeah,
Supporting each other,
yeah,
it's really important to support other people too.
mm-hmm,
If you want to be supported
yeah,
by other people as well.
mm-hmm,
That's one thing that I'm working on myself. I'm on TikTok.
mm-hmm,
My TikTok is kind of like
mm-hmm,
um, gym content and stuff like that. And I haven't posted in a while just because I'm still working on my own body and my own journey. So I kind of feel like, I don't know, it's a little weird thing,
yeah,
but I don't want to be hypocritical. I don't want to put out stuff and I'm myself
yeah,
struggling with it too. Maybe I should just be more open to
yeah,
speaking about it too on there. But I haven't posted. Um, but yeah, I like to support other people in their fitness
mm-hmm,
journey and or on their business or whatever it is.
yeah,
Like my TikTok. I like to comment on other people, a little bit
yeah,
motivational comments and stuff like that. I do feel like that's really important.
yeah.
But any advice that you would like to give to anybody out there that's
Um,
probably younger? Let's go with younger than you
yeah,
because I know um I'm sure there's gonna be some high
yeah.
schoolers out there listening.
So throughout high school, like some people go through loneliness, and I went through it. Like
Uh huh.
freshman year, I make friends until towards the end. And you know those middle school or like elementary school people, you think they're your friends, but really
They're
you
not.
you'll
Yeah.
notice once if they actually text you or like call you or anything, check up on you. Cause I know I was that person where I'm like, oh, like how are you, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Until I realized, okay, like I'm going ghost. Let's see who texts me, like checks up on me.
Yeah.
I never had that. So I was that kind of person where I was lonely towards having friends, stuff like that. So I like made time for myself and like I communicated with myself and like I made sure to not really shut myself down, but like to realize like what I should do or like
Yeah.
what kind of friends I should make, stuff that I like and stuff that we
Yeah.
both like or stuff like that. That kind
Exactly.
of group of your own. So yeah, like throughout high school, like I've learned, like I made a couple friends that we've been there for each other and stuff like that. So like if you're going through a loneliness phase, like don't give up on yourself. Like you'll make friends, you'll find
Yeah.
your
You'll
group,
find your little group of people for
and
sure.
like for sure your helps. I'm sorry. Your friends are gonna help you throughout those kind of stuff. Like those friends that went through the same phase you did, like you'll understand each other. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll say like be yourself and
Yeah, don't be fake to try
yeah.
to be to try to fit into a group.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find your group. You'll find your people. Just don't be shy, don't be quiet. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there that are introverts,
Yeah.
but you'll find another group of people that is introverted.
Yep. I'll say as a yeah, I'm an introvert myself. Like I don't really like going out or stuff
Hmm.
like that. Like partying, not my thing.
Yeah.
Like going out, drinking, smoking, or anything stuff like that, not my type.
Yeah.
I see no fun towards that. Um, but once you find like that one person, like my girlfriend,
Hmm.
yeah, she's helped me become a person to like go out and have fun, like at
Yeah.
least once a week or stuff
Yeah, for
like
sure.
that.
You
Like,
gotta at least go out there and do
cause,
something that you enjoy,
mm-hmm,
something that you like. It doesn't have to necessarily be partying, going out
yeah,
drinking
that's
or
true,
smoking.
and that's what we've learned throughout each other. Like, oh, like we should have time for ourselves, like go have fun with each other and like stuff like that. Like I was a person where I'm always home
Yeah.
doing my stuff, and like I learned with her to go out and have fun and have time for yourself and
Yeah.
like enjoy and talk and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And like you'll learn from each other as time goes. Like yeah, you'll get the point as you
You'll find your person.
yeah.
Whether it's a girlfriend, your best friend,
Yep.
maybe your mom, your dad, they'll be
Mhm.
your best friends. Or for sure, God.
Yep.
God can be that person for you too.
So
Not
yeah.
necessarily like to go out with
Yeah.
and do things, right?
Mhm.
But I mean, he's there, he's listening.
Mhm.
So and that concept in that area that definitely does that can help. Um for me, I would like to give some advice. Maybe to you.
Yeah.
Some advice that I would be that I would give to you.
Stuff like that.
Learn from me.
Yeah.
Learn from me, learn from my mistakes,
Yep.
learn from other people's mistakes that are
Yeah.
older. I know for me, I learn from people that are older than
Mhm.
me, like Steve, and
Yeah.
I learn from their mistakes, and
Mhm.
I learn from other people around me's mistakes,
Yeah.
and I think that's the most important thing too.
Yeah.
That's why you need friends, and that's
Mhm.
why you need people around you so that you can.
Yeah.
Someone makes a mistake, like, hey,
Mhm.
I did this.
I
Don't
did
do
this.
this.
Don't
Go
do
this
this.
way or go
But
that way.
I also feel like okay, like some people do need to experience that phase
Yeah, for sure.
where for
Where
you
they
to
make,
learn.
yeah,
Yeah. Cause
you.
like let's say you went through something, you told me, and like okay, like yeah,
Mm-hmm,
but you're like okay, like I listened, so like what do I do now?
mm-hmm,
So like now I went through it, and like I got to understand what you meant,
mm-hmm,
not with those words. So I feel like when I talk to people like that, like oh, like yeah, I went through that same thing. Like don't do that. This is this and that, right? And they do it anyways because they
mm-hmm.
need to experience that on their own.
Oh yeah,
And I feel like people should, instead of us telling them not to do it, let them go through it, but be with them. Like
that's true.
have
That's
that
true.
person there to like always have that one person to always support stuff like that, always be there for them when
Yeah,
they need someone. Cause like that's what I wished for when I was like going through that stuff, but I
yeah,
never talked about it.
yeah.
That's how we grew up, basically. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I know, and I want to change that.
yeah,
I know we don't really talk.
yeah,
That's another reason why I really wanted to start this podcast
yeah,
because I know we're open
yeah.
to conversation now. Now we're here, we might
Mm-hmm.
as well, right? Normally we don't talk. We
Yeah,
don't sit down and have a conversation like this,
yeah.
and I think it's important to do that with you, with Tony, with
Tony.
family
Yeah.
members. There's tios and tias out there
Mm-hmm.
that I don't even talk. I don't sit
Yeah,
down and have a conversation with,
that's true.
and maybe our audience can learn from it too.
Mm-hmm.
One big thing that they can learn from this one was
Yeah.
sit down and have a conversation with your
Conversation.
brother.
Mm-hmm.
Have a conversation with your sibling,
Yeah.
sister, brother, um, your parents. I
Mm-hmm.
know we're kind of we don't really sit down and talk.
Yeah.
We kind of just go day by day.
Yeah.
We do talk, but we don't have those deep
Yeah.
conversations, and I think it's important. We should definitely. I know you can.
Yeah.
I want you to know that you can come and
Yeah.
sit down and have that
Yeah.
conversation with
See.
me, whatever it is. If you have any questions or
See.
any advice that you want, I
Yeah.
want you to know that you can do that. Come
Yeah.
talk to me. It doesn't have to be on the podcast. It
Yeah.
could be outside of the
Outside. Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
But
No. Like
yeah,
I feel like we don't have to go through it because like we grew up basically doing everything on our own,
yeah,
like having our own, and like it's helped like throughout myself, like freshman year through senior year. Like I never really
yeah.
asked anyone
You
for
never
help,
asked me. I
and
know. You've never asked me like how to
I
go
feel
through
like
things.
like it's better for us to go alone. And I know we shouldn't go through it alone because like you always like you know you want that support, but you don't know how to talk or you
Yeah.
don't know what to say really. And like how I did it throughout freshman year was like I closed myself up and I talked to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And like yeah, I also went through that suicidal phase,
Mm-hmm.
but I went over it. Like
Yeah.
that was stupid. Like there's no point over that.
Yeah.
But like I became stronger within myself. Like I learned from myself, but also like I knew I had like doing that stuff on my own and then going into like a friendship or like a relationship. You also learn to unlock those stuff you did alone to do it with someone.
Mm-hmm.
So like yeah, like I went through a hard breakup because I was a toxic person, not gonna lie. And like that made me learn a lot, like a
Yeah.
lot.
About yourself, right?
Yes, because I was so insecure about cheating. I was insecure about like, oh, like if they run out of love or like what's
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen, what am I gonna do? Like
Yeah.
I never experienced through that. And then as time goes, like you learn out of the past and then stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
into your present and future. Like, oh, like I don't want this to happen, so I'm gonna go ahead and like
Work on it.
work
Fix
on
it.
it, fix it.
Yeah.
You'll see your progress as
Mm-hmm.
time goes and stuff like that. Learning to communicate with your partner, like, oh, if I don't like this, like you should talk about it, and you both need to learn from it, learn how to comprehend over this kind of stuff. And yeah, like I feel like us, we went through it alone because we didn't know how to communicate with someone,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
We
So
didn't know how to communicate with each
yeah,
other. Yeah, I know. We're working on it.
yeah,
We're kind of just barely actually,
mm-hmm,
just a couple, maybe a year ago
yeah,
that we actually sit down and talk or
yeah,
whatnot, you know. Or you come in here and you chill with me while I'm
yeah,
doing homework or studying or whatever I'm doing.
mm-hmm,
Um, we kind of just chill. And we just recently,
yeah,
actually, just recently, now that we all work,
yeah,
now that Tony works too, the house is kind of alone. And now I
yeah,
go upstairs. I'm like, dang, where are these kids at? They're at
yeah,
work. They're at work or they're at the gym or whatever.
yeah,
Where back in the day, it was just me out all day and
mm-hmm,
I'd come home and you guys were home. And now it's like, all right, now we gotta, hey, when
yeah,
are we hanging out?
yeah,
Let's do something. We hang out. Now it's a little different now,
mm-hmm,
for sure. We can see it, we can feel it. So now we know that it's important. We gotta have those conversations.
yeah,
And I'm glad we realize that now and not when something bad happened,
yeah,
when someone's in danger or in
yeah,
having health problems. So
mm-hmm,
I'm glad that I'm glad that we're realizing
yeah,
that now.
yeah,
It's really important.
that's true.
And so thank you for coming on,
Yeah,
for being my first guest on
yeah,
the podcast, for supporting me. I
mm-hmm,
know you support me in all my
yeah,
crazy ideas that I
yeah,
have, my businesses ideas and
yeah,
whatnot. But thank you for
yeah, no
coming on,
problem.
spending some time with us. Thank you for watching, listening,
Yes, for sure.
wherever you're listening. Thank you. Leave a comment, subscribe, like.
Mm-hmm,
I know on Apple Podcast or Spotify you can leave a review. Please leave a review. I know we definitely forgot to use the word sacrosanct.
yep,
But I'm working on it. We'll I'll try to implement
yeah,
it more on the next episode. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys are having a great day,
for
having
sure.
a blessed day. Have a good rest of your day or week or night, whenever you're listening or watching.
Mm-hmm,
Um, thank you. And with that being said, dang, I don't even have an outro.
yeah.
We're working on it. This is the end of the video.